Hello. Hi. This is a little strange for me. I am sitting in my car. I am by myself. I normally I have people to talk to, but today it's just me. And so hopefully everything works out and I can be seen and I can be heard. Now, my name is Andrea Nanini. I am coming to you live. Well, no, I'm not. I'm just coming to you from my car. I was going to record with some guests today, but we could not coordinate a time. And so I'm just going to talk to you about a couple of things, maybe just one thing. I don't know. I guess it depends on how long I keep talking. So I wanted to talk to everybody today about water safety, but more importantly, I think more stress needs to be put on pool safety and pool equipment safety, not just water safety. And okay, so I'll just speak for myself here. When I hear water safety, I think more towards swimming lessons, educating people on swimming, knowing how to swim, knowing how to swim, hold your breath, that kind of thing. This knowing the signs of what to look for, right? When we're telling people that they need to supervise the swimmers, you need to watch people, you need to watch everything, and here are the signs to look for because drowning can look like this. And then we go and talk swimming, knowing how to swim, what drowning looks like, what a swimmer in distress looks like, that kind of thing, which is great, obviously. And I don't mean great as in like, that's great. Great. Keep doing that. We need that. We need people to learn how to swim. There's lots of opportunities for classes. There's lots of information out there on where to get lessons, on, what I want to see more of. My goal for talking to you guys today about this, my episode mission, if you will. I want to see more push towards pool safety, pool equipment safety, respecting the equipment, staying away from the drain cover, that kind of thing.
Make your voice heard. Join the Council for the Model Aquatic Health Code. Lend your expertise to the MAC, science-based guidance from the CDC, and the only all-inclusive national pool code that addresses current aquatic issues. Learn more at cmac.org. That's cmahc.org.
I want to see more push towards pool safety, pool equipment safety, respecting the equipment, staying away from the drain cover, that kind of thing. Staying away from drain covers, staying away from any open pipe, staying away from the return, staying away from the suction outlets. Oh my God, I always get that confused. I did so good. I was doing so good for a while, not getting it confused. And then I just got it all confused. So that's what I think. That's my point that I'm trying to make today, is that I think that we need to stress to people more about just stay away from it. Stay away from the grate. Stay away from the drain. Just stay away from it. So let's recap real quick all of the safety products and services that we should all know are out there. If you don't know about a couple of different things that I'm about to list, it's okay. Now you know. You can Google all of these things. You can find links. You can find resources to these products. You can always ask, us at the Talking Pools podcast any questions. Okay, so we've got locks for the doors and the windows. All right. Lock the door to the pool area, lock all the windows. Then you've got the alarms. So if those get opened, you'll be alerted. Um, then you have the pool fence, excuse me, the safety fence, the baby gate, the fence that goes around the pool, which, they should all have. They're very effective in deterring the children. They can't climb. They can't climb them as long as they're properly installed. They do a really good job. Then you've got the pool alarms, which will sound an alarm if the water surface is disturbed. So any type of wave or anything like that, this really loud alarm will go off. Then you've got the safety covers, which I don't mean those, the bubble type, the solar covers. I mean the safety covers with the springs and the anchors and stuff like that. Then we have cameras that can, alert you if someone's in the area that shouldn't be, or if someone goes into the water, which is just one of the layers. It's not, I can't imagine that being a fast enough spread. But anyway, one of the layers of safety is the camera. And then you have the fence around the yard, which, if you've been paying attention to the Talking Pools podcast, you know that we are fighting against the exemption to that barrier code. It's a whole thing. We're not going to get into that here, but you can go and look that up, or go listen to a couple of the episodes that me and Rudy have done about it. And then you have the ladders, the safety ladders for above ground pools, so the kids theoretically shouldn't be able to climb the ladder. Then you've got these, obviously, we've got swimming lessons. You've got the infant swimming lessons. Lifeguards. You can hire lifeguards for your backyard birthday barbecues, your pool parties and whatnot. Different organizations for drowning prevention and awareness, Pool Safely, Abby's Hope, Colin's Hope. They all have, IPSA has one as well. They all have water watcher programs where you assign a person to watch the water, watch all the people in the water. I would go as far as to say, in addition to a water watcher, maybe appoint a sober swimmer. TM, TM, TM. Trademark that. That goes to me. A sober swimmer. This is a person that can still swim, that's not just intently watching the water, but in the water watching people, not drinking. Obviously, they're not going to be on their phone in the pool. That's an important aspect of the water watcher. But I feel like someone in the pool with everybody kind of keeping an eye out on things is also a good idea. I just came up with that a little while ago. And then, of course, adult supervision, which everybody needs that, even adults. Turning my page. So, I want to get into something, that's kind of hard to talk about a little bit. It's sad. It's one of the things that made me want to discuss this, because this is what I've been seeing a lot more of lately, is entrapment. So, swimming lessons, obviously, it's statistically proven that they prevent accidental drownings. But if you're stuck to a drain, swimming lesson isn't really going to do much for you. Unless you're able to get away, unstuck. If somebody sees you struggling and they're able to turn off the pump or whatever, and you're able to get away from it, then a swimming lesson, fine. The whole point of what I'm trying to get at is, we have 5 different types of entrapment. We have limb, we have body, we have mechanical, we have hair entrapment, which is the most common type. And then we have an evisceration and disembowelment as a type of entrapment. That's when you get stuck to the drain and stuff is pulled out. So I don't want to get too graphic and gruesome. We all know what that means. So we have all of these safety products and safety protocols. So as pool pros, we have the anti-entrapment, um, the anti-entrapment products, we have the protocols, we have the VGB Act, right, which covers the drain covers, the flow rate. It covers, all of those things on the pool side that is meant to keep the swimmers and the bathers safe. Vac locks, we've done away with dedicated suction lines for the most part. And, I said drain covers already. Dual drains, gravity drains. We have emergency shut-off systems. We have all these things in place, but I feel like we need to be reaching these people, maybe during a pool school. Excuse me, maybe during a pool school. Maybe when you go to quote their pool for a new service, you notice that their drain cover is, not compliant. Make sure that they get a new one. Don't just suggest it to them. Make sure that we're explaining to these people, what can actually happen. And I don't mean scare them. I don't mean, come at them with like all these horrible examples, because there are plenty. But I just feel like we need to just start getting them to stay away from the pipes, stay away from the grates. Keep your hair up. If you have a daughter or even a son, if you have a child, or if you yourself, if your hair is more than a couple of inches long, that's all it needs. That's all you need to get tangled, is a couple of inches. Because, when we talk to Steve with Aquastar, they do those tests, the hair tests, which I would still love to see all of the information on those. But I don't think you have to have super long hair to get your hair stuck in a drain cover. And we need to be more responsible with what we replace, the equipment that we replace with not just commercial pools, but also educating the residential pool owners that go to use these commercial pools. So if we start there in their backyards and educate them on how dangerous the pumps are, how dangerous the suction actually is, just stay away from everything altogether, and then the drain covers, the vac locks, the dual drains, then all of those other safety precautions as a backup will not fail. And, we have another layer of defense in anti-drowning, because it's not just not knowing how to swim. You have to teach these people to stay away from the stuff so that they do not get stuck. You can still get stuck on a drain in a pool that has what we have in Florida in our commercial pools. We have gravity drainage pits. And so there's no direct suction from the, to the pump from any of the suction outlets. But gravity, if that tank is empty for whatever reason, you could still have a hard time getting unstuck from a drain that is just a gravity-fed drain. So just teach these people to stay away from anything in the pool. Don't stick your fingers in the pipes. Don't break the grates. I understand it's hard to get people to stop doing these things, but like I said, if you educate them on how dangerous it actually is, don't play with the lights. It's just another angle of attack, I think, on how we can help the situation more and help save more people, I guess I should say. So yeah, that's all I got for you today. Short and sweet. And next week, hopefully, I'll have a couple of people to talk to you about efflorescence and also calcium nodules. That's another big problem that I see people asking questions about. So, thank you for listening to me kind of ramble on and talk. And it's something that I think is important. So I hope you guys think it's important too, and that we all just kind of start helping each other out with keeping people safer by starting with, respect this pool equipment. Be aware of how bad and how dangerous the suction actually is. So, also, that's it. So, bye. I already said thanks for listening. I just got sidetracked and confused. Anyway, listen to the rest of the Talking Pools shows, and I hope everybody has a great day. That's it. Bye.